Today I'm going to get into the PMP exam. I wanted to share all the tips that I learned on my path to passing the exam. So tune in. Thank you so much for choosing this video of all the videos to learn more about the PMP. I'm going to be breaking down what I learned through the 2.5-month process that I studied for the exam, and even a year-long journey when I even originally decided to apply to take the exam. You can apply for the PMP test for almost over a year until the date that you take the exam. So I applied to take the exam, or at least I started the process of entering in all of my information about a year ago. And I was traveling and working so much that I wasn't able to finish it and just be really focused on everything that I needed. So not only do you need the thousands of hours of project management, and then to be able to back that up by note taking and entering those notes into the application, you also need to have 35 contact hours. So those 35 contact hours, I was able to get them through Udemy. I'll also link the specific course that I took, and I believe his name is Philip. He told like really cheesy jokes, but they were great jokes. And I think that it was really helpful because he also gave you like over 200 questions for you to be able to like test yourself when you need to have like a simulated exam. But he went into detail for each one, so for each topic, and that helped me when it came to having a good foundation. So you have the application that you fill on their website, this Excel spreadsheet I'm gonna provide to you to help you with applying and putting in all of your information. And then there's also this really great tool I also found to be able to enter in exactly how you're supposed to describe each of your projects. So you're needing to describe the projects by the 5 process groups, which of course is initiating, planning, executing, monitoring/controlling, and then closing. So when I was entering it, I was just very matter of fact, or even sometimes I was too formal, whereas it's just a very simple 1 sentence explaining each one of those process groups and what you did in the specific project you're using for the application. So I'm also going to provide a link to the site that helped me kind of just strip away how wordy all of my descriptions were. And then on top of that, there's also an auditing process that may occur. So you shouldn't be worried about it at all. The auditing process is literally them reaching out saying, hey, you've been selected at random to have your application audited. You'll have to have each one of the managers or supervisors at each one of your projects sign a letter confirming that you did do the work that you said in the application, and that also you have these are the hours that you spent in each one of these process groups. So I don't think that's too difficult at all to do, just especially given the situation that we're in right now. A lot of people are at home because of COVID. So I feel like people would have been available to me if I did end up getting audited. But it took less than a week for me to hear back. So the first response I got was from someone from the PMI, the Project Management Institute, saying that my descriptions of my projects needed to be more clear. And that's when I found the resource that helped me clear that up. Within 3 to 4 days of editing my application, I got a response saying that I have been approved to take the PMP exam and I'm good to go ahead and schedule. So like I said before, you need to start the application, just start it. So don't feel like you can't start the application because you don't have all the things that you need. Like I said, you have an entire year to keep adding and editing your application. So you go ahead and create an account on the Project Management Institute. Go ahead and start filling in the application, or even start filling out the Excel spreadsheet that I provided to you as well. And then from there, you make sure you finish your 35 contact hours. You'll enter in the instructor and maybe a source code or identification code that the instructor might provide you as well, so that they have proof that you did complete the 35 contact hours regarding project management. And then from there, you go ahead and complete the rest of the projects, if you have any additional projects, even some that you might be still working on, just to get the amount that you specifically need. and then you submit it and you wait, and they're great about responding in regards to the application. Okay, so Mr. King, why do I keep going that way? Mr. King and I are back to let you know how much the PMP costs. So if you are not a member of the Project Management Institute, the PMP exam is $555. If you are a member, then the cost is $405. So there is a nice difference, as well as if you are a member of the Project Management Institute, the cost also includes the Project Management Body of Knowledge, the PMBOK, which pretty much is like an outline of what the exam is going to be about. Not even really an outline, more of like the Bible. All of the information that you could possibly be tested on is in this PDF, or you can have it mailed to you, but I just have the PDF version because it's a lot easier to search when you're researching things that you want to improve on. But anyways, then you also have the option, if you do not pass the exam on your first try, then you must pay to take it again. And that is $275. So at least it's less than the original cost of taking the exam, but I would hope that you do such a wonderful job studying and you're just in the best headspace when you sit down for the exam that you pass it on your first try. So I'll also have my tips and tricks and links to things that helped me pass the exam on my first try in the next video, and you can also skip around because I'll have multiple videos on different aspects of the exam. So I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to answer those questions for you. You can also use my social media to reach out to me, just in case you don't hear back from me in the next 2 days to 24 hours in my YouTube comments. Then feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or even my email, and I'll be more than happy to even talk to you and chat about the exam experience. All right, thank you so much. Bye.